What an amazing episode that was. Now that is how you do a flashback episode. I gotta say, never have I seen anything in this style. You can really see how they're inspired by anime when they have the little cartoon figures on the side, their faces giving the funny, hilarious commentary. At one point, I thought this was an abridged series. It was that funny. I thought it was an abridged series with extra different voice actors doing voiceovers. Oh, it was just too hilarious, dude. I haven't laughed this much in a long time watching a show. That is a testament to how good this anime series is. Now, technically it's not an anime, it's a cartoon because it is not Japanese, but even so, this show has more action, drama, romance, and comedy than a lot of shows, anime shows that specialize in those fields. So, I mean, you gotta say, this is definitely the AAA title. So now, we did not get to see Toph in this episode. There was no Toph, there was no Kavira, no fighting, no awesomeness in that sense. However, the comedy, oh man. The good thing about this episode is that you're able to see things in perspective now. It brought life into the characters that we have. So the episode began talking with some of the flashback with the love interaction that you've seen from Korra and Asami, and that you see Mako. You remember that love story, that love triangle? Well, I've been complaining for a long time that they kind of abandoned that whole scenario. Now that's, to me, is not a good thing. You need to have some love drama into the series. You need to bring that back. So it was good to see that again. It was welcoming because it reminds us that was a good interaction. That was a good love triangle. That's what Korra needs. She needs love right now. Of course, she did have her girl talk, but she needs love right now. And it was just funny that Prince Wu is such a wuss, but he's finally able to understand Mako more. That his history, that was good. Now moving on from that, we had the middle of the episode talking about Korra explaining to Asami her past, well, not explaining, but more like complaining about how she fears all these bad guys and she's always bringing chaos into the world. She's had to fight Amon, and Unalog and a bunch of different bad guys that every time she fights them, they scare her. Now, let me just say something about that. Now that we're seeing a flashback on the first 3 villains, moving on to book 4, you have Kavira. I know a lot of you like Kavira, but in my opinion, I still think she pales in comparison to the other villains from the first 3 books, dude. Those villains, they didn't just take over a kingdom, they brought the whole world out of balance. They were epic. One of them was flying. One of them turned into a spirit. Okay? One of them could take people's bending away. Kavira is just an earthbender with a lot of ambition, who's really powerful and has a lot of influence. That's as far as she goes. Beyond, and she's using this new technology to have extra power, whatever. But beyond that, she just doesn't have the same epicness that these other villains have had. That is my opinion on that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Moving on, we have Bolin, my boy Bolin, and Varric at the end. I just gotta say, dude, Varric is the best storyteller. Oh my goodness. This guy is what made an abridged series pretty much possible. This guy's storytelling is so funny. He has this comedy epic, like a movie star, like the movie voice actors from the trailers, in the world, like that, but with comedy. This guy is just too funny. I love Varric. The way he made Bolin like the hero. He was talking about Bolin turned into a spirit, but you can see the images is actually Korra, and then we said he met a fairy, a spirit fairy. No, this guy's just too funny. Again, this episode, 10 out of 10. More than 10 if I could. That's how you do a flashback episode. You add some comedy, you add some original content to it. You don't just use footage from the past 3 seasons, no. You use new footage, which they did in this episode. They had a new twist to it. It was funny. So, while I'm sad we didn't get to see Toph, I think things are a little more in perspective. They're fresh in our minds. We can now appreciate these characters, the character development, and hopefully this episode means that we're gonna get to see some old things from the past, like maybe another love triangle or something of that sense. Maybe Kuvira is gonna grow some extra powers, grow an extra arm or something that's gonna make her unique and different and to the same level as the other villains that we've seen in this series. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about this episode. Make sure you watch my live reaction because that shit was funny, man. This episode was funny. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to this channel. Your boy John and Boy. Peace.